Hey everybody, welcome to our new podcast, Timeout Talks, alongside Ethan Belcher and Lawson Sandlin, where Ethan Belcher will be covering the NBA, trade drama, and predictions, the NFL by Lawson Sandlin, schedules, trade signs, and predictions, and I will be covering trade signs and players' personal lives in the current offseason for the NHL. Now, we're going to start off with player schedules. We're going to go around, all three of us, for week one of the NFL season. Guys, we're going to be doing, we're just going to go one at a time, go down the list. Patriots and Dolphins. We're just going to jump right in. Ethan.
I am a Patriots fan, but I'm going to have to pick the Dolphins because for years on the Chiefs, Tyreek Hill has dominated the Patriots defensive backs, and it's just going to be like that. So I'm going to go Dolphins over Patriots.
That's going to be a really tough game, Lawson.
Okay, mine is going to be, the Dolphins do have a good schedule, but then again, it's two after all, but I'm still going to say Patriots because I have Mac Jones and all that.
Yeah, Mac Jones.
And then the Patriots defense, then again.
Well, I forgot. Who's Pat's running back? I completely forgot.
Damian Harris. He's a really good running back.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why I forgot
I'm
that.
going to say Patriots.
Patriots. Personally, I'm probably going to have to say, so I did say this to y'all earlier, but I did say the Dolphins solely because Tyreek Hill and, what was
Jalen
Waddle, yeah. Just on both sides of to just be able to connect with one of them on the receiving end. I want to say Dolphins, but I got to go Pats. That defense is really going to shut some receivers down. Next, in week one, we got the Bills and the Rams, the defending Super Bowl champions against the Bills, who almost made a trip. I mean, the Bills should have went to the Super Bowl or
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl to play. Wait, was Super Bowl? Yeah, it was Super Bowl. So Bills and the Rams too. Ethan.
I think I'm going to have to go with the Rams because they got a man by the name of Cooper Kupp, Triple Crown receiver, best receiver in the league, I think. And I think he's just going to torch the Bills all day.
Honestly, that's a solid, valid argument. Austin?
Because of Aaron Donald and all that.
Yeah.
So.
I'm pretty sure I'm just going to save us time and go to the next one and say the Rams. We have the Rams winning it.
Yeah.
But we can't forget about Stephon Diggs and all them Josh Allen being a young quarterback.
Stephon Diggs.
Still pretty new in the league, if I'm being honest. But, yeah, I feel like overall we're all going to go the Rams.
Because Aaron Donald can just tackle him super easily.
Yeah.
And Bobby Wagner.
Yeah.
Bobby Wagner's going to. So next, there's 16 games on opening week one, Sunday. So we're going to go through all of them. The Saints and the Falcons.
Give me the Falcons because I think rookie Drake London is going to have a great game. And I think he's going to take a lot of attention off of Kyle Pitts and whoever is the starting quarterback, whether it be Marcus Mariota or Desmond Ridder, they're going to get the ball to Kyle Pitts.
Did Kyle Pitts get traded at all, or is he still in the Falcons?
No, he's on the Falcons.
He's still in the Falcons, I would say. So you have Falcons winning?
I'm going to say Saints.
Saints, okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Saints, too.
It just depends on Thomas, though.
Yeah, Michael Thomas' status for the game is up in the air.
Yeah.
Same with Alvin Kamara.
Yeah.
Oh, Alvin Kamara, I forgot about that. I mean, while he may not be like as bulky and strong as Derrick Henry, but he can still truck for yards if he needs them. And he's great in those third down situations. I'm probably have to go with the Saints too. So, I mean, solely because just how solid their running game is, and they're really good at connecting in the pocket with Michael Thomas. Sorry. So I'm gonna say Saints. Next game, Browns and the Panthers.
Ooh, that's a revenge game for Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
And I think that is going to push him over the top, and he's going to bring the Panthers to a victory.
Okay, mine is just depends on Sean Watson, because if Sean Watson is in the game, then I'm going to say Browns, but if not, then I'm going to say the Panthers.
Okay. For me, I'm going to say the Panthers, only because it's week one. There's almost no... Okay, I'm probably going to eat my words here, but there's almost no way that Christian McCaffrey can get no yards or limited yards to the Browns defense. And
But Nick Chubb, though.
I mean, Nick Chubb, yeah, too. But, I mean, the Browns defense, they've had a lot of trouble against some of the smaller running backs, such as, like, what was his name? crap, I'm blanking out here. He played for the Steelers.
Le'Veon Bell.
Le'Veon Bell, yeah. I mean, he put up good numbers, but the Browns just couldn't do anything against him. And Christian McCaffrey is twice as Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah, and I mean, once Christian McCaffrey, like, he just has to get past Myles Garrett. And I know it's kind of saying a lot, but once he gets to that second level, he's gone.
Yeah.
Because the Browns don't have, like, good tacklers.
Yeah. So I have the Panthers winning.
Yeah.
Next game, 49ers and the Bears.
Ooh.
I'm going to have to go 49ers because that Bears defense just lost Khalil Mack. And the 49ers have such a good offense with Deebo Samuel and George Kittle.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they're just going to win it.
Yeah.
I'm going to say 49ers also.
49ers, I'm pretty sure we all have 49ers across the board.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I would say about the Bears is if Justin Fields can get balls out quicker to the receivers when they're open. But
Or just run the ball.
Or just run the ball himself. But,
Yeah.
I mean, we also saw how that turned out last game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
Or
49ers defense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's not forget they pulled off a surprising win against the Packers. We all thought the Packers were about to go to the NFC Championship.
Yeah, and lose.
So, 49ers across the board. Steelers and the Bengals.
Ooh.
Defending AFC Championship. Then Steelers, who just lost Ben Roethlisberger.
I mean, it's got to be Bengals, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Because of Joe Burrow
And Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to say Bengals.
Bengals.
Eagles and the Lions. Personally, I don't have a standpoint in this game. I don't know anybody good from either team besides a few, you know.
I think the Eagles are going to take it because they traded for A.J. Brown from the Titans, and he's a really good receiver. And I think Jalen Hurts will be able to get him the ball.
I'm going to say the Eagles because of Jaren Brown and Devontae Smith. And Jalen Hurts because Jalen Hurts can probably throw the ball pretty quick.
Yeah. The only really threat I would say on the Lions would be probably DeAndre Swift, but that's it.
Yeah.
But I would have to say Eagles overall, but you never know. I mean, last year, Lions beat the Cardinals somehow with Kyler Murray, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
And the Packers also.
Oh, Packers too, yeah. Colts and the Texans.
Ooh.
Man. I think I'm going to have to go with the Colts because they brought in Matt Ryan through trade to be their quarterback, and he is a pretty good veteran. He won MVP one year, and I think he's going to be able to make his receivers around him better, and I don't really think the Texans defense is equipped for that.
I'm going to say the Colts because you have Matty Ice.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about him. I don't really have a standpoint on this again, but I'm probably just going to have to say the Colts solely because of how many top tier players they signed and how easily they can move the ball downfield. Raven and the Jets.
Come on, that's the Ravens.
I'd say Ravens.
That's
Ethan
Lamar.
says
I'm
Ravens.
going to say Ravens.
We all say Ravens solely because they have the star running back Lamar Jackson. I'm kidding. Next, Jaguars in Washington. We've heard it throughout the year. The past 3 years, they've had 3 different names: the Washington Redskins, Washington Football Team, now the Washington Commanders. Personally, we're going to take a sidebar here. Which one was better?
Honestly, I mean, I don't know why, but football team just sounds like...
It sounds-
I don't really like Redskins.
It never really stuck as a big name. Or not a big name. I mean, it never really stuck
Yeah.
for me as a Washington Redskins. I mean, I guess it sounds
Cool.
It sounds better than the Washington Football Team, obviously, but
Yeah.
I guess it's going to take a while to get used to the new name for me.
But I think I like Commanders, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyways, yeah, back to the original question. Jags or the Washington Commanders?
I'm going to have to take the Jaguars because I think Trevor Lawrence is going to do great things in year number 2. And Washington doesn't have a really good secondary. I mean, they do have Chase Young on the defensive line. But if he can't get to Trevor Lawrence, then he's going to cook him all day.
Yeah.
I'm going to say the Jags.
Jags?
Mm-hmm.
Any particular reason, or you just want to say Jags?
Because Trevor Lance and all that.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. All right, I'll have to say Washington solely because of their defense. I mean, if they can magically pull something off the defense, or offense, sorry, then maybe. But next game, Giants and the Titans.
We all know this one.
Yeah. Pretty
Yeah.
sure it's going to be the Titans. Derrick
Titans.
Henry's going to run all over them.
Yeah, the only real threats on any offense is the running back, which is Saquon Barkley for the Giants, but any other day it would be the Titans.
Yeah.
Next one, this is going to be a good one, but considering how both of these teams had such a great season last season, I don't know if they can keep it up again, but the Chiefs and the Cardinals. Ooh.
Really?
Oh, I just want to put this in your head right now. J.J. Watt getting paired up against Travis Kelce on the line on some plays, and also losing Tyreek Hill. That's what I want to say right now.
These are two really good offenses, and I think I'm going to go with whoever gets the ball first. And whoever's defense makes a big stop is going to win the game.
So you think it's going to come down to a defensive game?
Yeah, like the defense is going to have to make a stop on one drive, and that's who's going to win the game.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm with you on that, except how mobile Patrick Mahomes is in the pocket.
But Juju.
Yeah.
Then again, they have Juju, not Tyreek Hill.
I know, but like they also have other star receivers. I mean, like Juju Schuster. I really hope I'm saying that right. Tyreek Hill. Sorry. Travis Kelce. Pringle. Yeah, all of them. I'm gonna have to pick the Chiefs on this, only because of how mobile they are on defense. I mean, I know a lot of the Cardinals have great defensive players, but I feel like the Chiefs are gonna come away with it overall.
Mm-hmm.
Next team, the Raiders and the Chargers.
Ooh.
Okay, well. I think the Chargers are going to win this game just because they've added a lot more players than the Raiders. I know they got Devontae Adams, but I feel like the Chargers' defense is really bulked up now.
Yeah.
And, I mean, Devontae is really all they got, and Darren Waller, but they can cover them. Like, they have enough guys to cover them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say Chargers.
Chargers?
Yeah.
I think my only thing... So, unless the Raiders can pull magical defense against all the receivers that the Chargers have, and Austin Eckler, I think it's going to come down to an offensive game, considering they have Devontae Adams, I forgot was the tight end, 83, Williams.
Darren Waller.
Waller. Where do you get Williams from? And Josh Jacobs in the backfield. And I guess I will give Derek Carr this. He can connect with some of his receivers. I mean, that doesn't sound too great on paper, but I mean, like, still. He can connect. He's still a pretty good quarterback. Not a top 10, but I guess top 15.
I mean, he played with Devontae Adams in college.
Yeah.
So there's some connection there.
Yeah. I mean, as long as you have something to work with, then I guess it's not totally hopeless. So I wouldn't count out the Raiders in this one, but I would have to go with the Chargers.
Mm-hmm.
Next one. This is I don't know if this is a bit of a classic for y'all, but it's not really. But the Packers and the Vikings. This goes
That's
back
classic.
pretty far. But who do you got?
I think I'm gonna be a little different. I'm gonna go Vikings because I think this is Justin Jefferson's year.
Yeah.
Where he really becomes like that guy.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm going to say Vikings also because after Aaron Rodgers lost Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
And then.
I mean, honestly, with Adam Thielen and Justin Jefferson on both sides of the ball, with Dalvin Cook in the backfield and just Kirk Cousins is going to connect all day on every play. But again, not to count out the Packers, but I feel like Aaron Rodgers, it's just one big hit and he's gone. So I'm gonna go Vikings for this one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this one I'm gonna be a little bit biased here solely because I'm a big Cowboys fan, but the Bucks and the Cowboys. Now this isn't the first time we've seen them in Week 1 play against each other. I mean, this did happen last year, and the Cowboys almost came away with it. It came down to the last seconds of a field goal kick. So I wouldn't count them out.
Well, here's my thought. So, looking back at last game, Brady was hitting all his targets. He was hitting Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Antonio Brown, and Gronk the whole game. But now his targets are really just Mike Evans and Russell Gage.
Very limited, yeah.
And I think the Cowboys' defense can step it up against Brady. And CeeDee Lamb is really developing now. So I think the Cowboys are going to take it.
Okay, I'm going to say the Bucks.
The Bucks?
Because it's Tom Brady after all, and he knows how to get the win.
Well, honestly, yeah, he's a very big comeback.
Yeah.
He's almost like Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is a very big comeback guy, and so is Tom Brady. But I'm gonna be honest with so as I mentioned, it was week 1 last season of when the Cowboys played the Bucks, and that was after the Bucks came off of their Super Bowl win. With Micah Parsons, we did lose Randy Gregory,
And Cooper.
Amari Cooper, yeah, but with CeeDee Lamb, Tony Pollard getting just as much yardage as Zeke Elliott, which isn't the worst, but it could be better for Zeke. This defense has experience against playoff contenders, and we can pull it together if we really get our head in the game. We just need to lose the fact that it is Tom Brady. We just need to shut him down in the pocket. So, yeah, I'm gonna go Cowboys with this one. All right, last game of week 1, the Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks.
Oh, man. This is going to be a good game because of the trade that happened. Obviously, I'm pretty sure everyone knows what happened.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I'm going to have to say Broncos. They're just way better than the Seahawks.
Yeah, the Broncos.
Broncos. I'm pretty sure we all have Broncos, especially since Seattle lost Bobby Wagner on the defensive side. And since literally Russell Wilson went to the Broncos from the Seattle Seahawks. So I'm going to have to go Broncos as well.
And the Seahawks has Drew Lock.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He can't get the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's going to wrap it up on the schedules part of size, and that's week 1. That's our predictions. So far, we have Dolphins, Rams, Saints, Panthers, 49ers, Bengals, Eagles, Colts, Ravens, Washington, Titans, Chiefs, Chargers, Vikings, Cowboys, and the Broncos winning. But those are just slim predictions. I mean, some of them we can run away with, like Ravens and the Jets. Yeah, those are predictions, and now we're going to move on to NFL signs and trades.
Ooh.
Now, we've all heard about the, OBJ. I mean, he's been almost every team in the NFL by this point. Kidding, but and he signed back with the Rams, which is
Good choice, I guess.
I guess it's a good choice. I mean, I don't even know.
Yeah.
Wow, I mean, he wins the Super Bowl. I mean, what are the odds that he's going to leave again next year?
Yeah.
But there's no guarantee that he's staying. I mean, obviously the Russell Wilson going over to the Broncos from the Seahawks, so that's a big trade as well.
Yeah, I think that can put them over the top.
He can get some big numbers from his 2016 year, back when he went to the Super Bowl against the Pats. I'm trying to think any other trades.
Devontae, I think he can help Derek Carr out a little bit. Kind of put him higher on the list of quarterbacks. I'm not sure how they're going to do. I know they also got Chandler Jones from the Cardinals defense, and I think they're going to be back in the wild card this year.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah, I haven't really thought about that. I mean, if I can speak a little free, I mean, I don't know about y'all, but this is big trades I haven't seen in a long time. There are big names being thrown out there.
Like Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson to
Browns.
The Browns. I mean, the last big trade we had was probably Matthew Stafford from Detroit to the Rams.
Yeah.
Winning a Super Bowl, which is insane.
Julio Jones.
Julio Jones going, yeah. I mean,
we don't know yet, but I still think it's going to be the Colts.
It's probably going to be the Colts if anything.
Because of Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan, I feel like you can connect with him really good. Anybody else?
I think an underrated one is the Patriots trading for Dolphins wide receiver Devontae Parker.
Oh, yeah.
Because he might not be the biggest name, but at the end of the day, he's 6'3", 6'4", and he's a pretty solid receiver.
Yeah, I mean, honestly. Anybody else, before we move on to predictions of how this next season's going to go? Who do we think is going to be taking each division?
I think a big free agent move that will influence the league a lot is Khalil Mack going from the Bears to the Chargers. And really, I think he's going to put their defense over the top and really help them take the next step to taking the Chiefs' throne in the AFC, wherever they're in.
Yeah. the AFC, whatever they're in.
AFC West.
Yeah. So that's going to wrap it up for schedules and trades and signs. Now we are going to go to predictions for what's going to happen in the next NFL season. Coming up is NBA with Ethan Belcher with trade, drama, and predictions. But as of right now, predictions for this NFL season. Who do we think, big predictions right here, right now, before even preseason starts, who do we think is going to go win the NFC and AFC championships? Just based off of rosters.
AFC... Man, I think I'm going to have to say Chargers winning the AFC. I just think they were put together really well. And then NFC, I'm gonna give it to the Rams again.
Rams again, all
Yeah.
right.
For mine, it's the Bengals or the Chargers, because after all, Joe Burrow wants his revenge on the Rams, so I'm probably gonna say Bengals. And then the other one, I know the Rams have gone to the Super Bowl, but then again, at the end of the day, I'm gonna say probably the Bucks.
Yeah. I mean, again, yeah, I see what you're saying about the Bucks, but it's just, they've lost so many powerful weapons. You know, with Gronk retiring, Chris Godwin not being able to be in and play. But, yeah, I see what you're saying. For me, I would have to give the NFC right back to the Rams, and I would have to say AFC. I'd probably give that to the Chargers. If I'm being honest, because the Chargers they've proven to have some of the most powerful guys out there. They can pull together. They can get their team together, get their defense together. We've all seen that throughout the
And
season.
then the Bills.
And the Bills, they've done great work over there in LA. And so those are my predictions: Rams and the Chargers. I'm predicting it LA year. I'm not gonna choose a Super Bowl contender yet, but
Yeah.
So that's gonna wrap it up for the NFL portion. We are going to go to the NBA trade drama and predictions with Ethan Belcher. Ethan, what do you got for us?
Okay, first on NBA news, I want to talk about where do y'all think Kevin Durant is going to end up getting traded to?
Ooh. I'm going to say the Warriors, because after all, he has some experience with them.
Go back on Warriors,
Yeah. But also, it's going to cost him, how many trade picks and all that, so.
I mean, yeah, there are a number of places he can go. I mean, pretty much, I don't want to say anybody would want to take him. Well, actually, I don't know, but I don't know. I don't know if I can answer that one. Not.
Yeah, it's a hard question.
It's a hard question. I mean, at the same time, there's only a certain number of good places he can go. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You know,
there's only a handful of teams that have enough assets to trade for him.
Yeah.
Because he's a really, really good player.
You can't trade for let's put this in 2K terms. You can't trade a 90 overall for an 87 overall. You know.
Yeah.
You can't just do that little trade. There has to be an equal or even more base skill difference. You know.
Yeah.
Something like that.
My prediction, I think it's between 3 teams. I'm gonna say Warriors, Heat, and Suns. It just makes the most sense, and they have some good assets to give up, and they have a lot of cap room.
And don't go about the Bills. I mean, not the Bills, but the Bulls.
The Bulls, yeah.
Because he really wanted to go to the Bulls, I remember.
Yeah, I really want to say predictions with the Suns. I mean, the Suns have put really good numbers throughout especially the playoffs. Losing to Dallas in round 2, was it? 2, yeah. And I feel like they can really. I mean, if they step up their game, especially on those rebound shots, then they'll really have a shot this season.
Yeah. Okay. Next, we're gonna talk about another trade. We're gonna talk about where do we think Kyrie Irving is gonna end up. Lawson.
I'm gonna say the Lakers.
The Lake.
Yeah.
That's my boy. So I was gonna say the Lakers. I would say.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're all gonna say Lakers because that has been the biggest team around his name lately.
Yeah.
And they have a lot of things to give up for him.
Yeah.
And lastly, for NBA, who do we think is gonna go to the NBA Finals?
Ooh, that's a
I'm gonna say the Boston Celtics on this one.
Celtics.
Yeah.
What makes you say Celtics?
After they lost to the Warriors, I just feel like they want their revenge on them because they have Brown, they have Tatum, they have Smarts.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say Boston.
I'd say so. I mean, I see what you're saying. Yeah, they can really, again, like the Suns, they put up impressive numbers throughout the season. I mean, there are a lot of big names on that lineup.
And they destroyed the the Nets.
Oh, yeah, true. I don't know.
It's kind of a hard question.
It is kind of a hard question.
There's a lot of good teams out there.
And thinking that far ahead. Again, I don't know if I can answer that yet because I don't I see the NBA as it changes so often. I mean, there are big names getting thrown around to every other team, you know. So, based off of rosters, I don't know if I can answer that yet.
A team I'll give one from the East and one from the West. From the West, shoot. I really think maybe Clippers, honestly.
Clippers, yeah.
Because they're getting a healthy Kawhi Leonard back, and they're going to have a lot of good depth going into it. And then for the East, I want to probably say the Bucks. Because I know the Bucks lost to the Celtics in the playoffs, and they have Giannis, and he's a top, 5 player in the NBA right now.
Mm-hmm.
But his man next to him, Chris Middleton, got injured, and that was why they couldn't beat the Celtics in the playoffs. So I think the Bucks are going to go back.
Yeah, that's it. I see that now.
All right, that's going to do it for the NBA portion of this podcast. And now we're going to James with the NHL.
All right, cool. So, NHL. So the season just wrapped up. Avalanche won the Stanley Cup against Tampa. The Tampa won it 2 years in a row. What did you say?
I say finally.
I know, finally, right? No, but a lot of trades going on. So I'm going to start with trades and signs. I mean, Patrick Lane, not to be confused with Patrick Kane for the Chicago Blackhawks. Patrick Lane for the Columbus Blue Jackets. Sorry, he signed a 4-year deal to the back to the Blue Jackets, and that's gonna put him at I want to say he's gonna be 46 by the time he has the next trade or whatever. By the time his contract's up, which I don't know if that's
crazy.
I don't know if that's gonna be. I don't know if that was a bit of a smart move, or I would have changed it to 2.
Yeah.
But I mean, they have I see why he would do that. I mean, they have a great organization there in Columbus, but overall, I wouldn't say 4 years. That's a long time.
Yeah, that is.
Actually, taking back to Stanley Cup for a minute. You know, this is a true fact. The Avalanche dented the Stanley Cup at the bottom within 5 minutes of receiving it.
I heard about that. Yeah.
It was during the team photo. The goalie slid in with this cup. He landed on it, and where it's round at the bottom, it's now half. It's just flat on one side, and so they got a Guinness Book of World Record for that.
That's great.
For not for just the NHL, for any trophy received, any league of the national sport.
Oh, quickest dent.
Yeah, quickest dent in a trophy, because the Lombardi Trophy had points in it.
Gronk.
Yeah, and
Don't even throw a pitch, him hitting it.
any other bigger trades? I mean, there's not really too many big trades going on in the NHL right now. So I'm just gonna go ahead and skip over to personal lives. Mainly revolving around. I don't know if you know this or not, but whoever wins the Stanley Cup, whatever team, they get a schedule planned out. Who gets the Stanley Cup for that day? So they get to take it home. They can do whatever they. So Nathan McKinnon, the assistant captain, which if you don't know, the A on their jersey, that's alternate captain.
Okay.
Nathan McKinnon for the Avalanche, he took it to an ice cream parlor, and he filled up the Stanley Cup bowl with ice cream and made a sundae in there.
Bruh. No. You don't do that with something that expensive.
That's not the craziest thing. A few years ago, Alexander Ovechkin, the captain for the Washington Capitals, he took it to a 7-Eleven. No. He went to the Slurpee and he filled it up to the brim.
Those NHL guys are crazy.
It's crazy, but it is one of the greatest trophies in sports because it has all their names on it, and it constantly gets changed out. If you've seen how small the original Stanley Cup was in the beginning, then you'd see it's really small. Recent news, for the Dallas Stars, the alternate captain, Tyler Seguin got married this weekend.
Oh.
Same with Radek Faksa for the Stars. So, Mazel tov, I guess. I don't know. I guess that was just some random news I want to throw in there. Mm-hmm. Anything else rolling on the NHL? It's just off season. Season starts up October 10th or something.
Yeah.
Off season's almost over pretty quick. We're already halfway through. So that's it for the NHL as of right now. Any other trades, we'll get back to the next episode. So that's gonna wrap up episode 1 of Timeout Talks alongside Ethan Belcher and Lawson Sandlin. I'm James McClellan. We'll see you in the next episode next week. We'll see you later.